See how it looks with the light. No. That's not funny. So if I'm not going to the light, that can move back some. Hello. Hi. Hi. We're about to get started. I just want to go on from my page so I can see what you guys are saying. Okay. Hi guys. Hi. I have on a hat right now, guys, inside because it's freaking cold in New York. And I can't seem to understand why it's so cold. So I have a hat on inside. So don't judge me. Okay? I'm cold. And if I wasn't on live, I would have been wrapped up in a blanket. But I didn't want to come on with a blanket, so I put on a sweater. You know? We're about to get started. Right, exactly. Jersey, New York. I call them the same thing because my best friend lives in Jersey. It's freaking freezing. And if you know anything, if you guys are from like New York, the east side kind of area, even if it's like your heat is on, it's still cold inside. So it's like, I gotta wear this hat just, you know, just so I'm warm. Okay, if I'm looking to the side, it's because, oh, it's nighttime. Where are you from? If I'm looking to the side, it's because it's easier for me to read my comments from my computer rather than the phone. And the crazy thing is, guys, I'm a winter baby. Like I was born in a blizzard. My mom tells me that all the time. I was born in a blizzard and I actually enjoy winter. It's just that when you're not prepared, oh, hey girl from India. Oh, that's why it's the another time. But I was born in a blizzard. So I'm actually a winter baby. I actually do enjoy the cold. But I just don't like being cold when I don't want to be cold. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if I know I'm going outside, I'm going to wear the proper clothing. If I feel breeze, all right, cool. It's cold. But like if I'm inside, why am I cold? Why am I cold? Thank you, girl. All of you guys are beautiful. Thank you. You're only seeing the beauty because it's coming from you. You're seeing the reflection of you. Oh wait, who said there? Oh, you had a December baby. Oh, I was born in January. I'm a Capricorn, guys. I don't really believe in like zodiacs and stuff like that, but I just like saying that I'm a Capricorn because I just got used to saying that I'm a Capricorn. Who said, wait, it's cold and I still have air conditioner on. Hold on. Hold on. Who is living the life of having air conditioner on? So here's another thing, a fun fact about me, guys. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Even in the summertime, I prefer fan cold than AC cold. So like I will turn on the AC to cool it down, but I cannot fall asleep with the AC on. I have to fall asleep with the fan on because the AC gets a little bit too cold for me, which is annoying because my SP likes to sleep with the AC on. So it's like I'm bundled up year round. I feel like that's not fair to me. I feel like this is a very unfair to me. And hey Kay, I just seen you in there. Hey girl. But yeah, that's just me. I understand how AC, like it helps. That's why I turn it on to cool it down, but I definitely can't sleep. And if you guys see this, it's because my phone is charging. I don't want it to die while we're in here. But we're gonna get into it, guys. We're gonna talk about some stuff today. We're gonna talk about some just some stuff, whatever y'all want to talk about. Thank you. I am healthy. I'm good. I've actually been doing the self-concept challenge in my group and I've been focusing on health because, you know, I don't know, some of you don't know, but I used to be a personal trainer. I still am a gym person. Like, I go to the gym, but I used to eat the unhealthiest. And people used to ask me all the time, like, how do you keep your body so fit? Because I had the mindset that I can eat whatever I want and do it. But I also wanted to work on self-concept to see if I can eat healthier. It's been working, but look at this. Look at this, right? It's been working, but look what I bought yesterday. So, you know, balance, 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 right? Balance. You could definitely grow a booty without working out, by the way. I tell people this all the time. You got to eat the, well, yeah, I teach manifestation. You can grow it without eating, but if you want a placebo, you got to eat. Aw, I want to pronounce your username correctly, but to you saying that you like seeing love seeing fellow black women creating lives we deserve, I appreciate you. This is why I did it. I love all women. I love all people, but I did it because I feel like I didn't really see anybody that looked like me talking about it. Even though, like I said, the reason why I initially got into it, it was because of Dylan James. I love that. I love I love Dylan James, and I got into Sammy. I love Sammy. I was watching Sammy during the pandemic 2020. Sammy is actually the reason why I manifested my SP, who I am with now. But then I started to like not watch any creators at all. And I was off social media for a little while. I didn't go on any social media. I was off Instagram, everything. And I just applied the knowledge. I read a lot of Neville Goddard books. I actually have a whole bunch. Look, right here. I have Dr. Joe Dispenza. I read like a lot of books. Like, I have a huge library, and that's why I got into teaching it. So like, they started me off into it because that's how I manifested my SP. That's how I manifested my dream life. But then I took a break from all social medias. I kind of found myself. And then when I came back, I realized I'm good at helping people because I helped my sister transform her whole life, get her SP. I was personal training women that would start off with me having broken up with their SP, having no job, da da da. And then by the time they finished training with me, because I would talk to them at the same time as personal training, they would tell me that, oh yeah, I'm moving in with SP and I'm moving across the country. And now I have a job that has this. I'm like, am I good at this? 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 And I ended up being really, really good at it. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to like, that's why I don't, do crazy prices. I'm not doing it for the money. I realize that I'm just good at it and I want to help people because I know what it feels like to feel like you're in a hopeless situation because I've been there mentally. And so I was like, let me help other people. So it started off me wanting to help women because I love women. But if men come and ask me for help, I definitely help. Like, I've actually, he's gonna give me credit for this, but I've actually helped transform like my SP life. He was definitely a different, outside of me, because we were friends first. He had a different life and now he's like living his dream life. But of course it's because I'm in it. But that's not the point. Like, I realize I'm really good at it and that's why I do it. I actually enjoy helping people. Some of you have hit me up on found my Instagram and hit me up in my DMs. If you hit me up in my DMs, I will answer you. The only thing is I'm not on Instagram often, so you might get a reply like 3 days late. All right. Um, yes, you have to use everything as a placebo. That's what I do. So before I got into manifestation, I thought that you have to do this in the gym, you have to do this to get this body. And I'll post a transformation picture like on my YouTube one day. I definitely was a little bit heavier. There's nothing wrong with being heavier. I just wanted a specific body frame. And some people follow me on my Instagram. You'll see the body frame that I have now. And I did that with placebos. I was like, I don't want to give up rice. I don't want to give up chicken. I tried being a pescatarian. It didn't work. So I said, we going to have to make this work with the snacks that I like. So I just started saying, no matter what I eat, I keep my body, I get my body changes. The only thing is I actually like going to the gym. So I put it together. I'm like, I can eat what I want, but I have to go to the gym. So that's what I program my mind to my Instagram name is my YouTube name, Nikki the Creator. I just don't post about manifestation stuff on my Instagram. I post about me. Let's see. What do you think about divine timing? Divine timing is what you think is timing. So for the longest time, if I could be transparent, I couldn't understand divine timing. Now, I'm going to break down divine timing in two categories because I know that there are some people that's spiritual, and I know that there's some people that are not as spiritual. They just believe in like manifesting, okay? If you are spiritual, do not change what you like are in. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, there's some people that believe that there is like divine, God, source, Allah, whatever you believe in, religion too. You believe that there is that. And you believe that you can ask for something and intend for it, and that source returns it if you're faithful, right? And that is what people believe happens, right? Now, that is a tricky thing to change around if you were raised in like a spiritual and religious background. Hence why I don't necessarily teach about divine timing, because it works for some people. Because think about it. There are, Christians, there are Muslims, there are people who are spiritual that pray, but they still get results, which it is manifestation because they're speaking it and praying for it. Who am I to tell you that your religion, your source did not provide that? I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. That's why I'm picky with divine timing. But if you're not spiritual and you're just into manifestation and the power of your mind, you technically decide. The moment you release that resistance, the moment that you are just in faith that you can create this life, is the moment that it will unfold. So in the same way, it's the same thing. But because there are people who are religious and spiritual, I don't want to disrespect by talking about that topic. That's the only reason why I haven't done a video on divine timing. I will answer it here, So it's like there's some people who mix manifestation with their spirituality. Who am I to tell you that you shouldn't do that? And I'm very respectful of that because I grew up in a religious home and I know what it can be like telling somebody about their religion. I only teach you about the power of your mind, and you can do with that knowledge what you want. I have friends that are Christian that believe in manifestation, so they don't use the word universe because they feel like universe is disrespectful. Fine, that is okay. That is your belief. I have some friends that are not Christians that use the word universe, or they feel that they are the universe. That is fine. Whatever works. So divine timing, depending on what you are believing in this moment, is what it is. Okay? Just once again, go within. Don't look at anybody else. What do you feel it is? This is specifically about divine timing. But you hold the power. That's all I got for you. For the person that said like you always feel like it's home when you come to my page, I love that. Because one of my biggest thing is I don't want to be mean. Because some people just don't get it. Like don't understand. And sometimes you have to repeat it and repeat it. And I'm very patient with people because remember, I personal train people. So it's like not everybody is on the same journey. Some people need to be told over and over again. Some people need it one time. And I'm very understanding of that. So I'm glad it feels like home. But that's actually one of my manifestations when I started my channel. I said I want people to feel like they're loved when they come to my channel. I want people to feel like they're welcome no matter who you are, no matter what you look like. I want people to feel beautiful. I want people to feel loved and wanted when they come to my channel. Also confident. I also took a break off of social media. I'm still off. I'm still shocked about how much my life has changed. I started in August. My life really... Let me tell you something about a social media break. Clearly, I'm on YouTube. Right. And I'm back on Instagram a little bit. Right. But I've taken a year off. Just of course, I spoke to my close friends, but I just dropped off the face of the earth. Just got off of social media. I didn't even care. I'm already naturally a private person. I'll let people in depending on what I feel. So a lot of people didn't know that I moved into my own apartment. A lot of people didn't know when I got a new car. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people now don't even know that I have a YouTube, but it's growing successfully. I just enjoy things and I share with my close friends and whatever. But going off of social media taught me a lot. Social media, taking a break from social media taught me discipline, which is what you need to repeat your affirmation. So it taught me discipline to not be just scrolling mindlessly. It taught me to fill my time with things that I actually love. I started to read. I started to actually go hiking. I actually started to talk to people in person because I wasn't always on my phone. So I actually started to make outside friends. Taking a break from social media let me stop comparing. A lot of people post things and it's not real life. And that's another thing that has to do with SP. A lot of people see like, but my SP posted this. I'm like, it can be a lie. And I'm going to give you guys an example. When I was in a low self-concept, the first time I like, was in no contact with my SP, he he thought he thought that a 3P was what it was, right? And he posted something. Now, in my head, I'm like, there is no way that this is real. So I said, okay, copy. Took a break from social media, focused on my self-concept, said my affirmations about relationships in general, because I realized I needed to change my view on men in general. And you know what I found out later on, guys? That it was all a facade, that he was not happy. And I didn't even find that out from him. I found it out from a mutual friend. So, guys, do not pay attention to social media. Pay attention to you and the story that you want, and it will come to pass. Okay, guys? So that was one of my biggest lessons about social media, that people post a lot of fake stuff. There are real people there, but people post a lot of fake happiness. So stop watching social media as a form of if your manifestation is happening. You know what's so funny? I think your name is Kat. I started off when I was in my law of attraction days because I read Abraham Hicks book. I watched The Love Gal. She's great because she's been doing this for a long time. So it's like I've seen all of these people because I've been in this and just learning for a long time till I stepped out and realized that law of assumption is what I wanted to learn. You're 18. I always say that people who are younger, so if you don't know, I'm 29. I turned 30 in January. If you're just coming in, I'm a Capricorn, even though I don't really, dive into that zodiac stuff. But anyways, you're just 18. I think that is so cool because when I was 18, I wasn't doing none of this shit. When I was 18, I was doing some wild shit, guys, but not this. And that's probably why I went through a depression. So if you're 18 and you already know about this, beautiful. You're going to have an amazing life because you're so young. Like you said, you're just letting all your desires come to you. Beautiful. Like, enjoy life. Have fun with it. You know how much right now 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 22-year-olds are freaking millionaires? Millionaires. And it may not be about money for you, but because they started so young. Hey to the fellow Capricorn. I would say that we're the best, but I love everybody. So I'm going to just calm it down a little bit. Before I was struggling because I feel like I wasn't doing something right, because I try to do what other people are doing and overconsume content. But now I'm like, just affirm, don't care. If you're 15, short attention span. You see see that? Sure, I'm gonna come back to you, Kay. Yes. So that is also a lesson that I learned. I changed my routine a million times when I first started. I was like, all right, I'm going to journal. Then I got bored with writing because I didn't want to wake up early enough to write and then go to work. It was a whole journey of me finding what I like. And ultimately, what it comes down to, guys, is just saturate your mind. Even when you feel like you're not in a good mood, just repeat your affirmations. If you're a visualizer, just visualize. If you use music, just use music. The point is just do it. Literally, just do it. Don't overthink it. I used to be like, wow, that girl got it in 3 days and she did that. Maybe I got to do it like that. Just do what you want. The only main key is to saturate your mind. Just do what you want. Just do what you want. Yes, you can use everything as a placebo. Like I said, I mostly only use placebos for the gym, but you can use placebos for everything because I go to the gym often. So if there's different body changes, you can... Yeah, blanket affirmations help when you have a lot of desires. When you have a lot of desires, just throw that blanket affirmations because that sometimes getting specific be overwhelming. Like, it's a lot, especially when you have a lot. You guys know that story with Neville Goddard. That lady had a lot of stuff to fix. Like, to sit there, if you want to, like I said, it all comes down to what you want. If you want to, fine. Like, you want to do specifics, cool. But I was just telling somebody that I was coaching. They wanted to change their body. So they were like, oh, sometimes I overthink. Should I do specific or general? I said, let's say Monday you're like, I have an amazing body. But on Tuesday you go, I got a fat booty. It's the same thing, guys. You're talking about your body. Either way, you're doing the same thing. Don't overthink it. You're doing it right. Remember, before you came into deliberately doing this, you were doing this. Just mac out, guys. Relax. I know that's hard for, to relax for some people. But even if you're an overthinker, try to make your overthinking go towards a favorable side. And yes, your subconscious knows exactly what you want. It doesn't matter. I like using YouTube and music as a placebo. Like, every time I watch a YouTube or listen to music, I get my manifestation. I like to use love music has a placebo. I'll do it like, if I play a love song and there's a girl singing it, I'd be like, that's me sending my love lyrics to him. But if it's a guy singing the love lyrics, I'll be like, it's love lyrics being sent to me, and that's what he meant to say. Mind you, I picked the song, but I use music too as a way. If I don't feel like affirming in the moment, I'll let the music, but I choose love songs intentionally. I make sure that it's not about breakup and then we fall in love. It's just about love. And a lot of older songs is about just straight love and stuff like that. Whoever said, can I ask you something? Yeah, just drop the question. We answering questions. Hold on, guys. I'm reading. I'm trying to not skip anybody. When law of attraction coaches say that something is not for you, don't listen. If you feel like it's for you, then don't. I've had tarot readings that said that my SP wasn't for me. And look where we are now. Can you please explain states? It confuses the part about what would you feel if you were the person that has what you want. I mean, I should feel that or describe myself being that person. I feel like the word states confusing people. You see? I feel like the word states confuses people because it's like so many terms, and like basically states is just basically who you are being in that moment. So if you're trying to be a master chef and you're saying, I am a master chef, you're in the state of being a master chef. It's just describing what state you're in. But if you're trying to be a master chef and you're saying, I don't think I can cook, you're in the state of not being a master chef. So you either you should be dwelling in the state of the person you want to be. Always is basically keeping a mental diet to make sure you're in the right state. So if you're thinking against the desire, you're not in the right state. And that's okay. Just catch yourself and get back into the state that you want. That's all it is. It's really, that's why I feel like certain things is just too much. It's just like, just think like the person. that you want to be. Don't worry about feelings. After a while, the feelings will come. If you've been saying your affirmations for a while, naturally the feelings will come, but you don't got to think about when or how. Just saturate your mind and think like the person. Like, so for me, I consider myself a YouTuber. Now, I don't say the affirmation like I am a YouTuber, but if I am thinking like, I don't think people want to watch my video today, I'm not thinking like the woman who wants to be a successful YouTuber. I have to change that thought. Always think like the person you want to be. 14, y'all ages are just so, it's so adorable because it's like you guys are starting so young. And Angel, one more thing. Always describe yourself like the person you want to be. Always, even when you're talking. So for example, literally, live in the end. Just literally just live in the end. Just like embody it fully. Like embody it. It doesn't necessarily, it doesn't have to be an action, but embody it. Like be that person. Just be it. When you're, you know, when you like are thinking about the best version of yourself in your head, just be it. And anytime you step out of it, deep breath and just go back into it. And the more you do it, is the less you'll be of the person you don't want. It'll go away. Just keep being. It's like a practice, guys. I think what makes people nervous is like, okay, but it didn't happen this week. It's a practice, guys. Michael Jordan didn't become the best basketball player in a night. Every day he woke up and he practiced. Literally, he did a physical practice, but every day he woke up. And I'm pretty sure a lot of athletes say, hold on. A lot of athletes say affirmations. A lot of athletes say affirmations. You'll be surprised. I just blocked them. It's okay. A lot of athletes say affirmations. You'll be surprised. Like they may not necessarily believe in law of assumption, but they say affirmations because they know what that kind of mindset will get them. Athletes in general, because I'm an athlete, guys, so I know. It's a practice. Every day you wake up, you do it again. And one day when you wake up, you're just going to be that person. For some, it might be in a day. For some, it might be in a week. Depends on how much you're saturating your mind. Just keep doing it. And one day you're going to just wake up and be like, I'm a master chef. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, just don't overthink it. I'm good at manifesting food. The lemonade shark, I like your name, but I'm good at manifesting food. What I do is I visualize food because I'm greedy like that. I imagine myself biting into what I want, and usually by that night, someone buys it for me or someone cooks it for me. Hi, Mansoor. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? I blocked the person again. Why are they doing that? They're not more powerful than me. They can't do this. Let's see. Let's go to... Hold on. I don't want to skip anybody. Hold on, guys. Can I have multiple... Can I have... Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to skip anybody. Can I have multiple desires at once? Yeah, that's how I did my life. My life needed a complete transformation. And my life needed a complete transformation. And I did... Hold on, guys. This person is really annoying. Why are they coming in here doing that? Anyways, I needed to change my life in total, like I needed a complete change in my life. And so I did multiple desires at once. So I did a blanket affirmation and my life did change. Certain things happened before the other, but because I was consistent, everything started to change. So like, for example, I got my car first, then I moved into my apartment, and like it just all started to happen like it happened around the same time. I just used the blanket affirmation, and my blanket affirmation was, at that time, everything always works out in my favor. Right now, I use everything in my life is perfect. That's my favorite right now. And I go off of what I go off of what I like. So whatever flows off my tongue easier in the moment is the affirmation that I choose. I don't choose affirmations according to people, because I want to get the affirmation out as quickly as possible. Hold on. I don't know how to get that person to stop, guys. I'm not stressing it because nobody can get me out my good mood, but Mr. Burgle, leave me alone. What's wrong with Mr. Burgle? He clearly wants my attention. You know, guys, I've been saying that I'm everyone's favorite person. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe that affirmation is hitting too hard. I just want to read you guys' comments. Maybe if you guys can report him, if you guys are seeing it, I can't keep that's what I'm saying. I'm just going to manifest them away, but I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. Okay. I'm just going to ignore them. If they get, if I'm not even stressed. I don't even care. Do you have tips on manifesting appearance changes? We were just talking about it because I'm a personal trainer. You can use placebos or you can do whatever the fuck you want. And what I mean by that is that which I was just showing, I have no shame in my game. I eat a lot of snacks. Hence this right here, right? But I do have my desired body frame. So I put in my mind that I put in my mind that I can eat what I want and go to the gym and my body will change. So I use placebos like the gym is my placebo. You don't need the gym, but I use the gym because that's what I love to do. But I eat what I want. Some people do the placebo of, if I drink water every day, I'm going to lose the weight that I want. It's whatever you choose. And once you choose how it's going to work, you have to stick with it. So you can't think like, like appearance change is so tricky too, because, you know, if you're looking in the mirror every day and you don't see the change, you're going to get frustrated. It's like, why my booty not getting fat? Right? Like if that's what you want, you get what I'm saying? Like where the booty growth at? And that's where you have to kind of ignore your 3D. You have to choose your story, what you're going to use, and that's how you'll have the appearance change. If it's not like physical and it's features as well, you just got to stick with it. For the longest time, I remember this. I used to be like, oh, I have the nicest lips. And I did it for fun. And naturally, that's what started to happen. And I didn't look for it. So you have to pick what you want and not look for it. If sometimes with body changes, this is my belief. Don't take it if you feel like it's limiting. I feel like having a placebo for the body, it helps because you're like, oh, I went to the gym today, girl. You see how flat my stomach got? Mind you, you did nothing in the gym that day. But the fact that you walked into the gym made you feel good, right? So use what you want that's going to gas you up, and it will make the process more fun for you. Even if it's like skin, like you can have like a fake skin routine. Like this is another thing that I want you guys to know. You guys ever notice that women will have 10 steps in a skincare routine and men will be like they splash water and have amazing skin? What does that tell you? That is not the skincare routine why you have great skin. It's your belief that the skincare products is helping your skin. Men splash water and use a bar soap and they have amazing skin. So that they naturally just think, oh, this bar soap and water is going to work. It's the same thing. Use what you want to create your change. Adriana, I hope I said your name right. What do you mean? How long do birds before land usually last? I don't get that. I don't get that question. I kind of just want you to break it down a little bit so I can answer it properly. Reba, I manifested my boyfriend back just recently. He said he doesn't feel connected to me like he did before, and I'm not letting circumstances get to me. I'm trying to affirm. I'm trying to affirm and switch what he says. Okay. Reba, if you're a woman, even if you're a man, this applies. I can't wait to drop like my proper love routine to get y'all in y'all bag. But I'll give you a tip, all right? You want to be ultimately irresistible, wanted, desired, just top tier energy. You have to become so obsessed with yourself, like on a pedestal. Hear me out. You're going to do your affirmations for your SP. Hold on. You got to feel like, to think about it. When you get your hair done, when you are dressed, when you are like, even if it's a hoodie, because every girl sexy is different. Some girl sexy is a dress, some girl sexy is a hoodie and some cute jeans, whatever sexy means to you. How do you feel when you are dressed to what you feel like is you? You feel good. You feel unstoppable. You feel wanted. You feel desired, right? And if anybody was to come to you and tell you the opposite, you'd be like, bitch, you a lie. You a lie. You know I look good. So that same thing, you got to do that with the SP. And I think sometimes what happens in the SP journey, and I'm talking from experience, is that because we like them so much, we exclude them from when we're saying, I'm loved, wanted, and valued. We think, okay, the other guys think I'm loved, wanted, and valued, but he doesn't love, want, and value me. No, I'm loved, wanted, and valued by you all. This applies to men too, because I know there's men in here as well. I'm loved, wanted, and valued by all. When I took my SP off the pedestal, meaning I stopped overthinking the things that he said. I stopped overthinking if he liked me. I stopped overthinking if he was going to marry. I stopped overthinking all of those things, and I just started to say, if he don't see it, he's bugging. And the reason why I got to that state is because I put myself in that self-concept while mixing SP affirmations. When you're rebuilding a SP connection, especially if you have history, it is imperative that you step into your top tier energy. Because think about it. You were hurt, whether it's by him or someone previously. You're hurting. You think that you're not loved, wanted, accepted, and you're trying to get that person back in that energy so that they can do the same thing again. I'm not saying that's what you did, Reba. I'm just giving a point of view so that they can do the same thing again. Wouldn't you call them in and you also start to feel like, of course you want to talk to me. I'm amazing. Of course you want to talk to me. I'm interesting. Of course you want to talk to me. I'm beautiful. You see how I mixed SP with self-concept and it boosted you, but you're also getting what you want? That's how you guys have to start taking your SP off the pedestal. It will not hurt their feelings. Because I've been through this journey, it will not hurt their feelings. If anything, it's going to make you more attractive because they're going to be like, wow, she's really feeling herself. Why is she feeling herself? And I think what makes people nervous is because, well, he didn't say it in a text yet. Why do you need him to validate what you just said? It's like I'm pretty. I don't need anybody else to validate that I'm pretty. I feel like I'm pretty because I'm God of my reality and I said so. That's the kind of energy that I want you guys to be in continuously. Sammy talks about this. Sammy talks about rampaging. Girl. She talks about it. And the reason why it works for so many people, because imagine someone tells you no for something that you know can be a yes. And you step into first of all, you're not going to tell me no. So you know what? I'm top tier. I'm her. I'm him. And you're going to respect me. You don't have to say it to that person. You're just stepping into that. Most times the person is like, that's attractive. I like that. But we're so scared because we don't think they're going to give that reaction. You have to step into thinking that you're the best thing to ever happen. In all my heart, in all my heart, I believe that I'm the best thing to ever happen to anyone that meets me. And not in a conceited, looking down on people kind of way, but I feel like I'm amazing. You have to feel like you are amazing for work, for your SP. So even if your SP says something opposite, you have to think in your head, yeah, you're tripping. You're tripping because you don't see it yet. It's cool, but you will. Look at how many stories of people that say one day he said this, the next day he said this because they stepped into their power. Dylan talks about this too, Dylan James. Knowing that you are amazing. Some people have to say affirmations to get there. That's fine. But you have to believe that you are amazing because you are. Think about it, Reba. There's nobody like you. I'm not like you. The people that are in this live, they're not like you. And that off rip makes you top tier. There is nobody like you. So when you think about it, it's like so you're going to say that to me and there's nobody like me? Oh, okay. And that's one of my affirmations to this day. There is no one like me because there is no one like me. And I love that. I don't want to be like anybody else. So you have to love me for me, or you got to conform, but you don't have access until you show up the way that I want. So step into that, Reba. Whatever affirmations you need to say to get there, mixed with your SP affirmations, get there. And I promise you, things will be easy peasy after that. You will never question if somebody likes you ever again, because they will. I'm 14. Found out about manifestation when I was 12, 13, but studied in the law of attraction community. Thank God I'm out of it now. Feel blessed. The fact that you're 14, you are going to have an amazing life. I'm telling you, because at 14, I was a little angry little Tasmanian devil doing rebellious shit. Not this. To K, I know my SP is supposed to be mine. I'm living in the end. As you should. As you should. If you feel that that's what it is, you do that. Literally, tell yourself that every day. The thing I swear which made my manifestation happen is that I humble myself, like think I'm getting compliments like you're so cool and pretty, and I'll reply like no I'm not. Girl, lemonade shark. Don't do that. You don't have to be mean. Like you don't have to be like I know, but you are. Oh, you're so cool and pretty. Yeah, thank you. I am. Even if you don't just, yeah, I am. Don't do that. Don't put yourself down. Don't do that. Get out of that habit, guys. Like, embrace what makes you unique. And this is why I love humans. Like, there's humans that can draw down to the very detail. I can't draw shit. How cool is that? Think of everything about you so cool. Like, you are cool. That's another reason why I don't watch social media. Social media has one type of girl. No insult, but social media has one type of girl. I don't want to be her. You guys, or guys, since we're talking about guys too, sometimes social media has one type of guy. You be you. You are cool, pretty, has you. If you're an introvert, be that. If you're an extrovert, be that. If you're both, be you with your affirmations. This is why I teach people to pick their own affirmations. Like I saw one girl says, I want my life to be lit. So she started affirming like my life is so fun and like I'm always invited to parties. I don't want to go to a party. So I'm not going to say the affirmation, I'm always invited to a party. You're not going to catch me, Nikki, the creator, in a club. But some people like that. That's why I said pick your affirmations according to you and stick with it. Who you are is amazing. And all you have to do, and I think that's another issue with like taking in too much content. What life do you want? This is how I transform my life. I sat down and I said, without looking at social media, what life do I want? I said, okay, well, I'm kind of introverted. I do go out, but I'm introverted. I want to live a private life with my SP, with my close friends, and we go out from time to time. And I live I don't want to live in a mansion. I want to live in a cute home. And we have the little kitties if I decide to have kids down the line, because kudos to all mothers if you in here, because kids, when they're not yours, they're cute, but when they're yours, there's no sleep, right? So I decided that that's the life that I want. Some people don't want that. And that's why I had to step back and decide what I want. Then, okay, cool. That's the life that I want. I said, what affirmations would fit this lifestyle? And I chose affirmations that would fit this lifestyle. Say, okay, well, I would have to make this amount of money to get this house. And I felt that man sore. But, you know, sometimes when you fall in love, you change your mind about kids. Anyways, but I chose affirmations according to my life. I realized, okay, I have to make a certain amount of money. To have close friends, I may want to manifest a close friend. I would want to manifest a partner that, you know, is into partnership. And so I chose affirmations according to that. And of course, along the way, I chose other ones that may be fun. You know, like someone gifted me this, someone paid me this, whatever. You have fun, but choose your life according to what your heart wants. And write affirmations according to what your heart wants. And stick with them. That's it, guys. Mansour, don't come for basketball players like that. Don't come for them like that. To Amanda, I love you too. You guys know I love sending love pings. You guys want to know why? You guys want to know why I'm so loving? I'm loving because I'm in a great relationship with my parents now. But I'm loving because I didn't grow up in an affectionate home. I didn't grow up in a house that said, I love you. My parents did love me, but they didn't verbally say, I love you. And I saw how that affected me. Hence why I said at 14, 15, 16, I was doing Tasmanian devil shit and doing what I want and coming in the house when I felt like it. But I didn't grow up with the words like I love you and hugs and like kisses and stuff like that. I only got the like, you get good grades, we give you gifts. So I got the part of providing and a safe home, but like affection, I didn't. And I saw what that did to me. It made me kind of cold. And I was definitely not who I am right now. It made me cold. It made me distant. It made me nonchalant on a below nonchalant. Like to the point where my mom used to call me Ice Princess, right? But here's the issue that I had with that. This is before I came into manifestation, guys. I found that there would be genuine people that I would meet and they were very kind to me, but would always ask, are you okay? And I got fucking tired of people asking me if I'm okay. I'm fine. I just don't want to hug you, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to work on this side of me. Then I ended up meeting someone in college who is currently my best friend, and she's a hugger. I hug her now, but it's still annoying. She's a hugger, and she would always hug me. And I'll be like this, why are you hugging me? She was like, because I love you. I'm like, I love you, but you don't have to hug me. And she's like, wow, you don't really show affection. And then it made me realize, wow, I don't show affection. And I realized I don't want to be like that. Then I got into training, personal training people, because I got into personal training before I got into manifestation. And I realized there were a lot of women. I trained women and men, but mostly women. And there were a lot of women going through things. And sometimes they would come to my personal training session and just cry. And mind you, I'm not a hugger at this point. So they're crying, and this is me. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, and I just go, do you want a hug? Like, it's not funny, but I'm like, do you want a hug? Mind you, I'm awkward because I don't give hugs. And I realized how therapeutic the hugs were to them. And then I got into manifestation, and I realized how much love helps. Love for thyself and just being kind to others. How much it changes people's life. That don't laugh, man. So I it was so weird seeing people cry. I'm like, because I was not a crier. I'm like, why the hell are you crying? Just beat them up. No, I'm kidding. Don't beat them up. But why are you crying? And then I started to realize how love transforms people. And I realized, wow, one kind word can trigger someone to want to change their entire life. Because I didn't start YouTube yet, guys. I was learning about manifestation and applying it to my life and applying it to the woman that I was personal training before I ever came to YouTube. So I've been doing this for a while. And I started to go to every single one of my sessions with that love. I started to hug people. I started to tell women it's okay. You are beautiful. I started to affirm women. Even if she would be like, I'm ugly, I'm like, I don't want to hear that. You are beautiful. You are everything. And there's even one woman right now, we are friends to this day. She transformed her whole life. She's moving to Seattle. She got a job that pays over $100K a year, and we are still friends to this day. She transformed. And when she started, I taught her about mirror work, where I said, say your affirmations in the mirror. And the next day she hit me up, and I still have that message to this day. She went in the mirror and she said her affirmations. She said she just broke down crying because she realized how much she wasn't telling herself that she loves herself. And that's what triggered me into being like, I could be more loving and affectionate to people. And then I came onto YouTube, and this is why I'm kind to people. Even if people get on my flipping nerves, I'm always like, you know what? People going through things. I'm going to be patient. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm naive. Don't try me. But I'm very kind because I understand. I'm so confused because people say you can manifest overnight, but then they tell us you need to practice. People who manifest overnight have no resistance to the topic. So if you have no resistance to getting a slice of pizza and you say out your mouth, I'm going to have a slice of pizza, you'll get that slice of pizza within the same day. But if you have resistance with manifesting a person because you have history with that person, or you have history with people treating you badly, it's going to take practice for that to manifest because you have a story. Hence why my recent video, I talk about letting go of your old story. The only difference between manifesting in a day, in a week, in a month, is how much resistance you have to that topic. That's why instant manifestation exists. So for me, I have no resistance to food because I love food so much. So I can say, like which I was saying earlier, I'll imagine taking a bite of something. So I'm Jamaican, and we have something called curry chicken. And so I was feeling for curry chicken one day, but I don't know how to make it. My mom makes it well. And I imagine myself eating it. Like I woke up and I'm like, curry chicken. And by that night, my mother made curry chicken and said, oh, I made dinner for you. But then when I was manifesting my SP, that took a while because I had resistance against the history, because I had history with that person. But I also was viewing men. I'm not going to lie. I used to view men as liars, right? Old me, not the me anymore. Yes, Trini has the best roti and curry, by the way. But anyways, so you can manifest overnight. But when they're telling people you need practice, it's because you may have resistance to the topic. And only you will know if you have resistance to the topic. If you start to manifest in a specific person or money, and you realize you have a whole bunch of like opposing thoughts that come at you, you may have a little bit of resistance because maybe something happened in your past that told you the opposite of what you're trying to manifest. So both can, remember, one doesn't have to be wrong and one doesn't have to be right. They can both be right. So yes, you can manifest instantly. But if there's resistance, you have the old story that you have to let go. Lemonade Shark, you said, when I work out, I'm like, no one's stronger than me, faster than me. Then the next thing I know, I'm working out 2 to 3 hours without getting tired or straining. You want to know what I do? Because I wanted to get a bigger booty at one time. I can do one squat. I'll go look in the mirror like, oh, girl, you see that? Mind you, nothing happened. But I would do it, and I did it to the point where my body changed. To Ashley, I love you, girl. Love you too. What if your SP is in another country? That's a circumstance that don't matter. You never seen them TikToks where the guy drives 6 hours just to bring flowers? Or hops on the plane, just a surprise, nothing matters. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's nothing, Neville Goddard talks about this. If 100 people or 1,000 people have to shift for you to have what you want, yeah, they do have great questions. If 1,000 people have to shift for you to get what you want, it's gonna shift. Distance don't matter at all. And if you manifest a partner and you're saying that, and you're seeing distance as a problem, they will see distance as a problem. So you notice how you asked that question? You should probably throw in the affirmation that it doesn't matter. Distance doesn't matter. He loves me more and more every day. Something like that. Do not create something as a problem if it's not a problem. There are men willing to travel back and forth to love up on you. Right now, I'm manifesting SP and self-concept, and now I want to do appearance change. Now, all in one. You can. Even with having an SP, I still do self-concept. Even though I have the life that I like and it's still getting to where I want it to be, I still do self-concept. I still do SP affirmation. I probably only have like one SP affirmation though. Two. I do self-concept, appearance. You can do all. You can do anything you want. Anything. Mills. Polo G said in an interview that a few days before he had his first #1 song, he started listening to the night tape affirmations, where one of his affirmations was that he has the #1 song. Y'all see? There's people who don't believe in manifestation, but the simple repetition of a thought get them where they need to get. And I think sometimes that's why a lot of you guys are overthinking. You were doing this. You've been doing this. Just repeat the thought. Even if it sounds silly to you, just repeat it. You're going to get where you need to get. Just repeat the thought. Don't overthink it. Don't think you're saying it wrong. Just overthink it. I mean, just repeat the affirmation. Sorry, guys. Well, you guys, wait. I'm trying to, wait. Whoa, you guys move so quick with these. Hold on. I'm trying to get everybody's question. So I saw somebody mention tarot. I'm gonna give my point of view. I already have a video up on it. I'm gonna tread lightly before the tarot readers come for me. Okay? All right. The tarot reader, I'm gonna just put this out there, is only gonna tell you what you're already thinking. So if you're about to spend $50, $60, some of them just cost $100, just know you're about to spend $100 to be told what you're thinking. I'm not going to advise you what to do with your money. I'm not going to advise you what to do with your time. I'm just putting out there that before you spend that coin, just know you're spending the coin to hear back what you're already thinking. So if you're in a place to hear back what you're thinking, spend your coin. But if you know for the past 2 weeks your thinking has been trash, and you go and spend $100 and you hear what you don't want to hear, you're going to be mad that you got the message you don't want, and you're going to be mad you spent that $100. So think about that. That's all I got. And I'm telling you guys, everything I talk about is because I did it all. I went through my tarot stage. I had cards. I'm telling you from experience, not from judgment. To Jay, I don't know if I want a relationship with SP anymore, but some days I do. Not sure if I should do general relationship affirmations and see if my subconscious manifests him specifically. I went through that phase too. You can go general. And if you feel like bringing it back to him, then go ahead. I went general and it's still manifested. I manifested multiple people pursuing me, but it worked. I went general, but I had to change my view on men anyway. But I did general. I did things like I'm lucky in love. I always receive commitment. I have always been in healthy, loving relationships. I went general for a while when I was feeling like that, until I wasn't angry, because sometimes that comes from like you don't even deserve to touch me because I'm a queen. I went through phases like that. It's okay. Just don't get too, angry. Just get general. And if you feel like, you know what, I think I want to go. But either way, you would have been working on your view on relationships. So it's going to still flow. Just make sure that if he does pop up in your mind during that time, you flip whatever thoughts. Amanda, I want to manifest earning easy money without working for it. Ideally, I want to manifest it from Coca-Cola dividends. What affirmation should I say? So, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys about the week that I fucking had about money. I don't know if I can curse on here because if I post this up on YouTube, I hope they don't take it down. But, you know, anyways, it don't matter. You can manifest money without working. It is absolutely possible. You can manifest money coming from a specific source, and you can manifest money in general. It is all possible. Never overthink it. Now, Amanda, you answered your own question. I'm not getting slick. You answered your own question. How can I manifest it coming from the Coca-Cola dividends? You just write it in a sentence. I manifest or I generate this amount from the Coca-Cola dividends if you want it from Coca-Cola. But to answer the previous part about money coming to you, I marked this down for the whole week because it proved my point. So I've always gotten money from like a job. But I wanted to prove that money can come from anywhere. So for a week, every day I got paid, guys. My affirmation was every day I get paid without doing anything. So I do work, but guys, I wanted to get money without working. So I counted the money that I didn't get from work. The first day, my mom texted me and she was like, hey, mind you, my mom does not support me. My mom does not give me money. So just bear with me. Monday, she goes, hey, do you mind running to the store for me? I'll pay for your gas. So she sent me the money. Second day, someone that owed me money gave me money. Third day, this woman just was giving out money for the holidays, like in my job, and gave like a certain amount to people. I was like, oh, this is lovely every day. Because remember, I'm saying I get paid every day. Fourth day, my mom again. This is like literally, this was a great week. My mom again, she just sends me and my sister, she sent me and my sister $100 each. She goes, hey, my mom makes wedding cakes. My mom makes wedding cakes. She's like, hey, I got an extra, I think my affirmations have been working for my family too. She's like, I don't know. I just happened to get a whole bunch of more orders. So I wanted to just share it with you, give you guys the extra and share it between you and your sister. And she just gave us money out the blue. And today I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to allow it. The day's still going. Somebody might just hand it to me, But either way, you can get money out of nowhere. Just allow it to happen. Mind you, this is not my job. None of the funds were from my job. I just got the funds. And I was like, ooh, so this is what people... I lied, guys. Today did happen. Somebody in my DMs hit me up about personal training and wanted to sign up. Guys, this is so exciting because sometimes I don't remember. I like teaching you guys, so sometimes I don't remember. So yeah, guys, you can manifest anything you want. Just stick with that affirmation. I've been saying I get paid every day for like the past 2 weeks. So just choose any affirmation, Amanda. Whatever flows from your mouth. Whatever feels natural. I'm not purposely not giving you an affirmation. I want you to purposely go within and choose one that works for you. Yeah? Sorry, guys. My mom was calling me. Anyways. Something I do when I looked in the mirror. Mansour, I appreciate you. You a real one. Thank you. Something I do when I looked in the mirror and just complimented myself like, dang, my skin always gets clear, my figure looking nice, and I end up modeling for 15 minutes. Don't sleep on mirror work, guys. Go in that mirror and talk to yourself. When you lotion in, if you lotion, you better be lotioning, right? If you lotioning, if you putting anything on, talk to yourself in the mirror. It's very powerful. To Joy, I have a court case on Friday and I'm looking for $25 for now, but I was getting some pushback on that. What to do? Keep persisting. Anything that's happening in the opposite, you need to continue to say what you want. If it's causing you to have an emotional reaction, do some breath work, do some deep breathing. It is okay to acknowledge your emotions, but you need to go back into the thoughts of you having what you want. Keep persisting. Don't let the 3D bully you. You are in charge. And I think that makes people nervous to be in charge because they've never been in charge. Not coming for y'all, but be in charge. This is your world. This is your world. So $25 an hour job. I get what you're saying, Joy, but either way, you're the boss. Right. Like I just saw your comment underneath. Ignore what you don't want and only pay attention to what you want. That's one of my affirmations for my SP. Like I'm irresistible to my SP or something. I say that I'm irresistible and unforgettable in general. I want to be irresistible to everything that I want. But yes, Kay, you can say that. How long is a person supposed to experience birds before landing, before the manifest comes to the 3D, or does it depend on the person? So I talked about this in the video, Adriana. I talked about this in the, I can't remember the title of that video. I literally just dropped it. But I talked about, oh no, I didn't post it. No, I did post it. I don't remember. Anyways, I'll tell you. Birds before land is a nice sign, but you should not be paying attention to signs. And I'm going to explain what I mean. The more you look for signs, the more you pay attention to wanting more signs, you will get just that, signs. Remember, you want your full manifestation. So let's use the example of manifesting an SP and 3 other guys come and try to talk to you. It's like oh, this is nice. That means my affirmations is hitting. Now, if you want to talk to them, by all means. But if you decide that that's not who you want, you still want your SP, you have to acknowledge that sign and go, my affirmations are working. Let me go back in and continue. That's literally what you have to do. Like I was saying earlier, when I was manifesting my SP, when I was manifesting my life change, I saw signs, but the signs is not what I wanted. So I acknowledged it like, oh, this is a nice boost to know that my affirmations are working. And then I went right back into my affirmations because in my head, I'm like, but this is not quite what I want. So you shouldn't be paying attention to how long they're there. You shouldn't be paying too much attention. Like I said, if you want to use it as a boost, cool. Like, oh yeah, my affirmation's working. But then you have to go, but is this what I want? If it's not, back into those affirmations. If it is what you want, then you can halt it and work on whoever comes as birds as land. It's all on you. I made some random guy my sign, which is really something that pops up when I kind of start slipping. So anytime I start thinking what if, and bam, he pops up or whatever on it. That used to happen to me too, Lemonade Shark. But after a while, I wanted what I wanted after a while. It's like okay, Angel, with anxiety, I keep telling you guys, stop suppressing your feelings. Once again, I'm speaking from experience. I used to have crazy anxiety attacks. Stop suppressing what is causing the anxiety. You say, money comes to me easily. Then the thought of being broke causes your chest to get tight. Causes your chest to get tight. In that moment, you need to do breath work to be like, it's okay. I am safe. It is okay. I am safe. When you kind of feel calm again, go back into your affirmation of money flows to me easily. The more you do that is the less you will be anxious. Yes, you can continue to say your affirmations over that anxiousness, but I teach people to deal with those feelings because those feelings can feel very powerful. Because if I'm having an anxiety attack, I don't want to fucking say money comes to me easily. I'm having a fucking anxiety attack. What you want to hear in an anxiety attack is, I'm safe. It's okay. Everything will be okay. And then I go back into money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast, you know? Deal with your feelings. You are worth it. It's okay to deal with your feelings. You're human. You know, like the affirming culture, yes, you have to affirm, but what you feel is important too. Deal with that. Especially people if you're on here and you've been through something traumatic, do not suppress that. If it's coming up, let it up and out. Up and out, and then get back into affirming. You deserve that peace. Right, man. So you guys gotta stop depending on others to tell you what it is. You know what you want. Dive into that. To Angel, I'm still trying to find the best method for me. I've been visualizing affirming in a conversation. I've gotten results with all, but not consistently. The only explanation I can give for that is to, when you notice that you get something, or when you notice that something unfolds, try to backtrack and think what exactly you did. That's how I found the method that works for me. And so you guys watch my updated routine. Journaling here and there works for me. Affirming off rip, like I have to. For me, affirming is definitely a part of my thing, about a part of my routine. And visualizing works for me, but not my main thing. Affirming is my main thing. You have to just pay attention to yourself. What did you do that got you here? And once I realized what I did, I kept doing it and I kept getting results. And so that's how you know. Lemonade Shark. This is another reason why kids are funny. The fact that your cousin called you cereal for 2 months, like I said, kids are so cute. But once the crying, matter of fact, not even the crying, once I saw that baby can explode doo-doo, I'm absolutely okay. Lemonade Shark, you're funny. I'll make you a pie to make you smile. I wouldn't even do that at that point. Why are you crying? But I'm better now, guys. I'm better. I'm way better. I'm getting to all the questions, guys. Hold on. I'm just trying to answer people's questions before I go. So yes, man. So you actually bring up a great point. Set those timers, guys. If you know you don't have the discipline to repeat your affirmations, set those timers. Set those timers and put the work in to repeat those affirmations. That's how you create discipline. After a while, you may not need to set your timer to repeat your affirmations, but that's how you build discipline across the board with anything, with studying, with anything outside of manifestation. To build a discipline, you have to do it every day to build that discipline. A lot of you guys are like, well, how do I affirm more? How do I want it? You got to you have to make a plan. Make a plan. Just do it. Just create the plan and just do it. Literally, that's it. Just do it. Create the discipline. You have to be disciplined even on days you don't feel like it. So even if I want to lay down, before I lay down, I'm like, I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to say my affirmations. You got to discipline yourself. To Iffy Juice, I literally, you're asking about the void state. I'm going to let you know, I don't do all that extra stuff when it comes to manifestation. I'm not coming for people who believe in the void state. I'm not coming for anyone that wants to call it whatever term that it is. I'm one of those. My intro literally is, I'm Nikki the Creator, your favorite manifestation coach, making manifestation simple. I'm here to make this as simple as possible for you. So sometimes all of those terms is too much. People are coming into this just wanting to know the simple steps, and that's what I teach. I'm not saying that the void state is wrong. That's just a lot that I want to keep it very simple. Just very simple. Affirm, visualize, whatever you want to do, just saturate your mind. Adriana, how did you get out of the men are liars stage? I wanted to be in love. And that's me being vulnerable. I wanted to experience true partnership. I wanted to, because my parents are still married. And even though my mom is friggin' annoying, my parents love each other very much. And I just wanted to experience what it was like to be with someone who liked me for me. And I knew that thinking that men were liars, I knew that consuming a whole bunch of like Instagram posts of women calling men ain't shit was not going to help me. I'm not invalidating what those women went through. Hey guys, my sister's in here. Hey girl. Anyways, I taught my sister about manifestation, but she manifests totally different from me. But anyways, I just wanted to experience what true love was. And I knew that calling men liars, I knew that thinking that love doesn't work was gonna leave me miserable and old. And yes, I've seen those stories of like women that be like, yeah, if I could have been single my whole life, I would have did that. But I did not want that. I actually wanted a partnership. And the first thing in dealing with a relationship is acknowledging that you have the desire to be with someone. Sometimes we get shamed in that, where people tell you self-love, self-love, self-love. But it's like, we're human. We want companionship. We want friendship. We want to be around people that love us. And if you are shamed in that, you're not going to experience that. So I had to come to terms with the fact that I wanted to experience that. And once I did, I wrote down everything that I felt about men. So that was that they were, well, once again, guys, this is stories that I received. You know, I wrote down like they were liars. I wrote down like I felt like they are sneaky. I wrote down everything that I felt about men in that time. And I didn't rewrite it right away, if we're being completely real. I was angry still. So I was like, all right, this is what I feel about men. When I am ready, because there was a point where I swore off men, swore off relationships. I said, when I am ready, I'm going to rewrite this story. In the meantime, I'm going to work on myself. Then when I was ready, I went back in and I rewrote those stories. I wrote that I'm lucky in love. I wrote that men commit to me. I wrote that I'm an amazing person and I deserve love just for being me. I just rewrote all the things that I was insecure about in love. I wrote that I can be myself. And how did I put that in affirmations? I took my time. I started off with just saying, I've always had healthy, loving relationships. And anytime an old story would try to pop up, I would just be like, that was the old Nikki. We are a new Nikki. And I don't want to resonate with that anymore. That's not me anymore. And I kept doing that to the point where now I don't have any traumatic flashbacks of relationships. And I actually have no bad history with any of my exes. Because I'm the best thing to ever happen to them. But anyways, that's how I rewrote it. That's how I got out of my stage of men are liars. And I no longer think that men are liars. Also, because I have a lot of great men friends who have wives, who have girlfriends, and they are amazing men. So not only did I attract new partners, I attracted more men around me that were of the standard that I wanted for myself. So I started to see examples around me, even though I'm not with them. They're just my friends, but they treat their wives and their girlfriends with respect. So you'll see that. You have to choose though. Like I said, it's always a decision. I didn't do it right away. I had to let go of my anger. Money is easy to manifest. That's an affirmation for you, Lemonade Shark. Just literally, money is easy to manifest. Oh, wait. Sorry, it's jumping. When you guys write, it jumps. Hold on. I'm trying to... How quick do they hear our thoughts? How quickly as you want them to hear it. I Some people don't believe that, so the person won't hear it. If you think as soon as you think it, they hear it, then that's what it is. It's all down to your belief. What do you feel? Guys, have fun. What do you want it to be? Do you want it to, that they hear it an hour after you say it? Do you want them to hear it as soon as you say it? There's so many stories of people saying that they hear it right away. Whatever you choose. To Joseph, you're welcome. Thanks for being in the live. Yes, signs are the result of work, not, they aren't the work. They're just a result of you putting in the thought processes. Bossy Bree TV. Hey, Bossy Bree. Hey, girl. How do you feel about intuition? I just was talking about this. Some people are spiritual, some people are not. So intuition goes into the topic of divine timing. If you come from a spiritual background, a religious background, and you do not want to let it go, you want to mix manifestation with spirituality and religion, then intuition is very real to you. And you can do with that what you may. But if you're not someone that is spiritual, this is why I don't teach about intuition. This is why I don't teach about divine timing, because some people are still spiritual and some people are not. And that's going to be a difficult thing to maneuver through. And I would never want to disrespect anybody that's religious or spiritual. And that ties into intuition. Once again, if you're spiritual religious, you may believe that there's something with intuition where you get this gut feeling and that gut feeling is going to tell you da da da. But if you're not spiritual, you like, well, but my thoughts create. So if it's a negative intrusive thought, I'm going to just flip it. And depending on your background is depending how you respond to that. That's literally why I leave it as it is, because some people mix manifestation with their spirituality and some people don't. So depending on what your path is, that's how you receive intuition. For me, I'm not religious anymore. So nobody can tell me what my reality would be besides me, because I'm creating it. Carmela, when manifesting an SP, other people show up. Why? Because you a hottie. When you manifesting being a hottie and wanted and desired, you're not just pinging your SP. You're pinging people around you. That's why that happens. You're pinging the people like, ping, she's hot. Ping, she's hot. Ping, she's wifey. Not just your SP. I know you may just want your SP, but that's how powerful your thoughts are. You're not just pinging him. You're pinging the people around you. And that's how I think of thought transmission, guys. I think of it as pings. How do you feel not crazy or weird when you're affirming? Thanks. Because it's just thoughts. Affirmations are just thoughts. Affirmations are just thoughts. Affirmations are just thoughts. You think millions of thoughts every day. You think every day. Affirmations are just thoughts. And all you're doing is deliberately choosing which thought you want to think. It's completely normal to think unless you don't think. Which I doubt that's you, because you asked a very valid question. But affirmations are just thoughts, guys. It's not a technique. It's not some magic. Affirmations are just thoughts. That's it. All right, guys, I'm about to get off, but I'm going to answer everybody else and then I'm going to get off. Hold on. How do you let go of resistance towards your manifestation? Just choose not to hold on to that old story. Just keep affirming. Every time the old story pops up, you tell yourself, this is not me no more. This is not the story I resonate with. And you continue to affirm. After a while, that resistance won't be there anymore, because your new dominant thought will be your affirmations. So if you used to think that money was hard to be made, and you start saying money comes to me easily, at that moment when you start, money being hard is your dominant thought. So you might have a little kickback. But the more you say money is easy to be made, money is easy to be made, the other thought becomes less, that thought becomes more, and that eliminates the resistance. This is why we preach about repetition. Repetition is the answer to all your questions, guys. Once you repeat it, that's it. You become that person. There's no trick. There's no ulterior motive. Just repeat your affirmations. You can either visualize, you can repeat them in your head. You can just, some people know how to powerfully just assume. Just repeat your affirmations. That's it. That's it. It's really that simple. And last question. Is it normal to feel under the weather and angry when starting a new self-concept? Yes and no. Some people can always have a good self-concept. So if they're changing something about themselves, they don't really have any like anger. But if you're someone that accepted less in the past because of a bad self-concept, and I'm going to use the word bad, but you may be angry with yourself. And once again, that's from experience. I was very angry when I was changing certain things about myself because I'm like, wow, Nikki, you accepted bullshit from people because you didn't love and respect and see yourself in this light. So you may, it may not even be that, but your body is, your mindset is changing. So flow with that change, rest if needed. But just believe that as you say those affirmations, you will become that person. Literally, if you ask, I keep using Michael Jordan because he's the easiest. But if you ask Michael Jordan, is he the best player in the world? You think that man is going to tell you no? That man is not telling you no. He's going to tell you, I am the greatest player ever. That's his, that is his thought. That is his affirmation. Mind you, he didn't start off as the greatest player. He didn't. So you just say it because that's who you are. And naturally, it will just be the thought. It will be the first thought you think when somebody goes, who are you? Oh, I'm Nikki. I'm loved. I'm wanted. Like now when people ask me, I don't go, I'm like, oh, I'm Nikki. I'm loved. I'm wanted. I'm valued. It will flow. Just keep repeating it. Don't worry about how you're feeling. Just repeat, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. Just repeat it. That's it. Just repeat it. And that's it. Like, it's that simple. Right, Tommy, there's many ways to do it. Some people have to keep writing in their journal. Some people can say it out loud. You're never doing it wrong. The only main component is that you repeat it. That is it. That is it. So if you're singing it, I remember this one story. This is my last story, guys, and then I'm out of here. This girl was singing this rap song that talked about getting money. And I'm pretty sure it was Rick Ross, because Rick Ross talks a lot about money. And she said she didn't know about manifestation, but she said she sang that song every day to get her hype to go to work. She said 2 weeks of playing that song, out of nowhere, she just started getting money. She just started getting money. It just goes to show that repetition of singing the words. She was singing a song that she liked to get her hype for work. And she started getting money out of nowhere because the song was about money. It does not matter if you sing it, if you rap it, if you write it. Just repeat it. Y'all feel me? All right. I'm out of here. I think I'm going to eat pizza, which, you know, is going against, but I said I'm going to treat myself today. So I'm going to get pizza, and I'm going to save the live for you guys, and I love y'all. Love y'all. Love pings. Love pings. Love pings. Maybe not pizza. No, I'm going to get it. Bye. Love y'all.